What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Cyrix, and today I'll be showing you guys the best controller settings you can possibly use in XDefiant. It's a new game coming out, and I'm not sure if much of you have it, but so far I've been enjoying this game, and I'm pretty sure many of you have as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys my settings, the best settings you can possibly have. So starting off with the gameplay and UI. For my field of view, I went ahead and set this to 120. I personally enjoy this. If you want, you can put this between like 110 and or 120. That's just what I recommend. For my ADS field of view, I recommend put this to consistent, as this when you're ADS you'll keep like your 120 FOV rather than independent. When you put this to independent, it'll make this like a smaller FOV when you're ADS. Obviously you want your ADS behavior to be on hold, your ADS sensitivity transitioning to instant, so that way when you ADS you know how the sensitivity will automatically change. Melee during ADS, I like this on, just that way if you're R ADS you can melee, you can still melee while you're ADS. So like if someone's super close and you're ADS, then if you have this off it won't let you do it. With this on, it'll allow you to melee them. That's why I have it just for up close combat. Aiming into reloads, I have this on also, that way say you have like a few mags left in your, or a few bullets left in your mag, and you're reloading, you can reload cancel by ADSing, and you can still shoot those whatever you have left over if it's enough to kill them. If not, then you can switch to your pistol, but that way you're able to put that extra damage in from your main AR or whatever you're using. I just find it useful. Crouch behavior, I put this on toggle, just that's my personal preference. That way it's just easier. I play on a controller, so that's why I have it on toggle. Sprint behavior, I have this on tap. Just makes it easy. You just click it once and you're sprinting. Auto sprint, I have this on off. I don't like auto sprint on. Sprint interrupt reload, I turned this off because you can sprint and reload in this game. So why would you want your sprints to interrupt that? Slide behavior on tap, that way you don't have to hold, and just better for movement. The movement in this game is great, by the way, so I would recommend putting this on. Auto reload weapon, you could go ahead and turn that on. These are all kind of personal preferences right here. Auto switch weapon, I have this off, and just my preference. Auto ledge grab, you want this off because you don't want to be grabbing random ledges while you're jumping. Walk behavior off. You want to go ahead and put your head limits to like 80, or just, you don't want it like all the way. The closer, for your eyes to see is the better. And then your distant units, I want to put this at yards because I'm American, so yards is easier than meters. And then for my FPS, I like to display it up here, your ping as well. I turn these off, and then show damage numbers I have on. That way it shows how much damage your weapon is doing, and then as well as enemy health bar, so that way you see how much health they have. And I just like that, just my personal preference. And then turn off the minimap rotation lock. You don't want this on. You want your minimap to rotate based on the way you're facing. Heading over to my controller settings, I use the default button layout since I do use paddles, but there are people who use like different ones, like for movement and stuff, but I use default. For your aim assist, you want standard. You want to go ahead and leave these as is. You don't want to touch this because this is going to mess with your aim assist. To get the best aim assist, you want to put your response curve on S curve. This is gonna have, it's gonna allow you to feel like that aimbot, just like Call of Duty. It's not as bad. This aim assist honestly isn't as bad as Call of Duty is, meaning like as good as it is, but it is really good. And it's, trust me, you can have a good competition against KBM players. And then on my sensitivities, I put this to 0.8. Just that's my personal preference. For the invert and vertical, you want these on off. You don't want to invert anything, I mean, unless you prefer to, that's your choice, but I don't like it. For my horizontal and vertical settings, I have mine at 45. I enjoy this. This is really good movement for me. You're able to have good movement, able to have control of your stick, and still have great aim as you're have being able to slide around and stuff. So this is what I would recommend. I leave the accelerated speed at 1. That's just my personal preference. Your dead zone is super important. You want to go ahead and put your dead zone as low as possible, especially the lower the better, but you don't want to cause yourself to have too much stick drift. So I recommend not pitting it too low, but just test your waters. Mine I can do about 5 up until I get stick drift. So go as low as you can, and then just see what you can do. The lower the better. So, and then I also do recommend turning off controller vibration. Moving over to the graphic settings, you want to go ahead and make sure you're in full screen so you get maximum performance, and then enable your resolution to as high as you can. If you can't run 1440p, you can go ahead and put this to 1080, and trust me, your game will look just as great still and run even smoother than 1440p. Is a little harder on your GPU. So if you want more FPS, you could drop down to 1080. Change the refresh rate to as high as your monitor can be. Some are 144, mine's 165, and some are even like 240. So just change it whatever, as high as possible. I have my reduced latency off just because this will lower your frame rate. So, and we're trying to get peak performance here. My brightness I did lower down to 9. My contrast to 8. I just felt like it was a little too bright, but that's just my personal preference. Make sure you have DX12 rendering off. This will literally decrease your performance heavily. I turned it on and I was only getting like 90 frames a map, and it was a bunch of stutters. So make sure you turn this off. Also, HDR is locked on here, but if your monitor has like HDR enabled, I would recommend turning it off. It is a little buggy with this game. So and I always have a little bit of problems with it, so I would recommend turning HDR off through your monitor settings if possible. If you don't have it, great, you don't have to worry about that. Then you want to go ahead and turn off VSync. You want to turn off your frame rate limit. I mean, if you want, a lot of people like to cap their frame rate limit to the monitor refresh rate, but I like to let mine run wild. So your shadow quality, you can set all of this to low. Trust me, everything will still look great. The contact shadows, go ahead and off. I have my resolution scale down to 85%, just for peak performance, but you could always set this to 100. But the game looks fantastic with 85% still. Sharpening, you can go ahead and leave that at 8. Particle detail, low. Volumetric fog, low. Reflection quality, low. Whoops. Local reflection, low. Vegetation, low. Sub-scattering, off. Parallax mapping, no. Ambient collision, low. Object detail, I have 7. This is just the details of everything. I like how it's a slider rather than it being like low, medium, high. Yeah, you can really like fine tune it, but I have mine at 8. Like 7 or 8 is pretty good. Extra streaming distance, you want this to 0. Pretty much turn it off. Lens flare, off. Water quality, low. Chromatic aberration, off. High texture sky textures, off. And then terrain quality, medium. Just because just to make sure you don't want it to look too bad, but if you want, you can still set it to low and they'll still look good. This game looks really fantastic even on the lowest settings, but I went ahead and put it to medium just because I like a little bit of a higher texture quality when it comes to the terrain. And then for the sound effects audio, you can go ahead and turn off your music volume, and sound effects, you want this all the way up to volume. And then yeah, there is voice chat, so you can change your push to talk and all of that good stuff. But that's pretty much gonna do it for my settings. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope this helps increase your FPS, and I hope you guys can get good movement and help improve your aim. Remember, this game is still in the closed beta, so there might be bugs. But I can't wait for this game to fully drop, and I think it's gonna be amazing. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.
Capture zone is ours now. They're going after zone C. The enemy is attacking zone B.
Oh my god, he's chasing me. What a weirdo.
Yeah, you're dog shit.
They're taking zone B.
Oh my god, this vector shreds, bro. Fucking A.
Zone's
I don't
ours
care
now.
now, dude. You really need to do it. Ooh. A sniper, no. Oh no, buddy. That could not be happening. Reason why this is stop. Please, more. Go back to capital.
Now the zone is ours now. All
Got it.
zones belong to us. We're role models to get
Multiple
enemies getting what they deserve.
Give me the 3 piece. Get it. I was like, I'm not losing that. Oh my god, that man's life just got saved. Wish there's like a way to like assassinate or something, like a single hit melee. But I mean, I think it's pretty cool that you've got to swing that on it twice.
Enemy dead.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, thank you, teammate. Oh my god. No, he's sniping, bro. Oh, definitely reliable.
Zone's ours now.
Let's go, boy. Tell me again. Oh. Move out the way. Yeah. Oh, give me that 120. Yep. Easy overtake on this. We got you.
Now the zone is ours now.
Ooh. My bullets weren't registering that I was shooting that kid, but alright. Go for a camper.
They're taking
Go.
me. Serves them right.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, bro, 98.
CZ your ass, bud. Your fucking ass, nigga.
He needs a hot butt, huh?
Nigga CZ went 6 and 5. Your
That
fucking
nigga
ass.
straight booty, bro. That
God
nigga straight
damn.
booty.
And this nigga has a like
GG,
fucking
boys.
audacity to put his Twitch in here.
Shit's crazy,
Subscribe to
bro.
Cyrex.